Well,
Oblady-do.
I nared my whole body.
the English language sucks to learn as a second language, dude.
It sucks to learn as a fucking first language.
Well, there's a time I took a shot of vodka up the ass.
You gotta make sure that you get a texturized sniff in there.
That's your whole take from it?
Make eye contact.
I'm fucking leaving, bitch.
What's going on, everybody? It's Peej and Alan
Yo.
back. Welcome back to the Absolute Talk Show. Alan, how are you, buddy?
Oh, it's going good. How about you, friend?
Oh, doing great. Just the two of us today.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. All right.
Just the two of us.
Anywho.
So what's new, my friend? I know that you said recently that you've been taking classes for filmography.
Yes, I have. I
How's that
started
been going?
taking classes on Thursday, once a week for 3 weeks.
Okay.
Already learned some stuff that is good to know. A lot of what we went over the first day was stuff that I already kind of knew through Google searches and,
Right.
But all in all, worked out very well. Love that I'm there. Super cool, super educational. My instructor, Bill Rowe, shout out, cool dude. He was a police officer for like 35 years.
For here in Hudson?
No.
Oh,
like,
just in general?
15 years somewhere in Wisconsin, and then 20 years like in, I think he said Ohio somewhere.
Okay.
Ohio or Iowa. It was one of the two. I don't remember. It was one of the OAs. So
OAs?
he told us that 35 years in the force, he got into cameras when he was in high school. And then one day, because, 35 years ago, they didn't have digital film, right?
Right.
So they had to develop everything by hand. And he was like, yeah, I took like a developing class when I was in high school. And then one day when he was working at the department, somebody said, hey, we need somebody to go and develop crime scene photos. And he was like, I'll do it. So he ended up becoming like a forensic camera guy, basically, for him.
Do they even still teach that today?
They teach like the forensics, obviously, but they don't do like film development really anymore.
Okay.
That's not really a thing because everything's digital.
Yeah.
But super, super cool. He like learned everything from the FBI and all that. And I'm just like, geez, dude, why are you coming to a local high school to teach a bunch of people a night class? Like,
Right? Nice.
But super, super cool.
How big's the class? Like, how many people are in it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
He's
7,
counting
8.
on his hands.
I'm not. I'm looking up in the air. Look back at the film. Look back at the film. I was looking up in the air. God damn it. Had my hands waving. But no, I want to say there's 8 or 9 people.
Oh,
8
okay.
people, I think. So not a big class. There were a couple of older ladies in there that showed up with just like a tiny little digital camera and not like an actual like DSLR or mirrorless camera.
Yeah.
So they were like looking around at all of our stuff and we were like, we need to like go buy cameras now. I felt so bad, honestly, because I was like, oh.
So you might not see them next week, you don't think?
Well, they said that they're gonna buy cameras and bring them back next week, so we'll see.
Okay.
I hope that they do it and they learn how to use them. That's all.
Man, they must cram a lot in that, though, if it's only 3 classes.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's typically around working your camera and getting comfortable with it.
Right.
But all in all, super awesome. Love that
Cool.
I went.
Well, I'm excited for you to finish that.
I am too. I also just started, or not started, but Twin Cities Film Festival is here
Currently?
right now. Yeah. It's going on for 9 days.
Check it out.
Check it out. It started on Thursday. I think it goes until next Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
But Jamie and I went on Saturday, and Jamie attended the first seminar with me, which is like an educational seminar on filmmaking. And the second one was what they call a pitch-a-thon, which is where 3 competitors from here in Minneapolis got up and they pitched their film idea, like their TV series idea, to 3 huge people in film. One of them was one of the producers of The Office.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Terry Weinberg, I believe her name is.
Nah, I don't know names.
And then some other lady, Christine something. No shot on Christine or nothing, but she was an interesting gal. A lot of word salad going on. You know, she didn't saying a whole lot and nothing at the same time. But regardless, you know, she's there for a reason, I suppose. But
Right.
I feel like she was kind of just more overwhelmed with like the public speaking aspect of it, maybe.
Maybe.
But then the other guy was, I want to say his name was Kit something, but he was the writer and director and lead role in the movie Eastsiders, which apparently was nominated for 6 Emmys.
Really?
Yeah.
I know nothing about it.
I don't either, but after I heard that, I've definitely heard of the movie before.
Okay.
But I've never actually like sat down to try to watch it. But after meeting him, I'm like, okay, well now I have to watch it.
Right.
So that was super cool. Got to go to the pitch-a-thon. It was at they have them stationed all over the Twin Cities. So they have one group of stuff going on at the Dynaman Theater, which is where we were. They have another group going on at all of these other theaters everywhere. So it's not like a one-stop place. Like it's actually like kind of spread out throughout the cities.
Okay.
If you ever go to a Dynaman Theater, so worth it, dude. Just the theater alone was the most beautiful movie theater I have ever been to in my life. That is not an exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
Like, hands down, the coolest movie theater I have ever been in.
Like, what made it so special?
Well, one, it's one of those places that actually didn't cheap out on, like, the comfortable seats.
Oh, nice.
So they have, like, the really comfortable reclining seats that also heat up.
Oh.
And all of their seats have, like, tables and everything at them that like swing out, so you don't have to like hold all of your shit in your fucking seat the whole time.
Fucking hate that.
And then they have like a full bar there, like an actual like go and stand at the bar, like a bar, like, not just get your drink and get out of the way.
Oh.
Then they also have, I sent you guys a photo of it. They have a mural of the twins from The Shining.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, and right above it, that's in the staircase.
Oh really?
Yeah, they have that, and right above the girls in like bright neon letters, it says "Come play with us."
Nice.
Super super cool. And then they had the door that he smashed through in The Shining.
Yeah.
They have like a replica of that like standing in the lobby.
Huh.
So everybody was like taking pictures of like their head in the door and shit.
Here's
super super cool place to go. So if you're ever in that area, I highly recommend.
Okay.
So Jamie and I literally were like, we're gonna go back just because that theater was so nice, and the area it's in is like an amazing shopping center.
Okay.
Then Jamie and I left, whatever, yada yada, went to the Red Cow for dinner that night, went home, and we wanted to stay and see the short films that they were going to show there, because they were going to show a huge, like an hour and 40-minute block of short films.
Okay.
And I went up to try to buy tickets. They only had fucking one left. So I was like, you dicks. And they're like, well, we're going to have 3 maybe tickets show up, like, that'll become available potentially. And I was like, so you want me to wait until 7:30 for a fucking maybe?
Yeah.
I was like, no, we're going home.
Right.
So we left, and then Jamie remembered that they are streaming the event as well, so we could actually stream it here at home. So I actually went online, bought the ticket online to stream it, and then we just got home and I just casted it to the TV and we watched the whole hour 40 just here at home.
Right. Relaxed.
Yeah, super cool. Loved all the short films. Well, not all of them. Some of them were kind of out there, but I think that was kind of what they were going for.
Oh,
but
okay.
regardless.
So, well, we're all about going out there on this podcast. So.
Yeah, exactly.
The shock factor.
Very, very cool. Very, very awesome. Had a lot of fun trying to, fucking kick the door down into filmmaking for myself right now.
There you go. I'm happy for you, bro.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate that.
It. That's right. And you guys should like it too. No.
Yeah, so I guess with that being said, keep an eye out because I'll be releasing a short film eventually. It's just about getting all of the stuff to make the set and actually making the set.
Right.
And then filming and editing. And it's
or
gonna
if you
be,
just
it's
want
gonna be a long
pictures,
process. So.
You just want pictures of yourself naked on a bearskin rug like I do,
Hey, you never know. All I'm saying is I don't charge if they're naked.
Winning.
No, so dude, what were you doing this weekend? What were you out running around doing?
So over this weekend, but the previous weekend I went to the Pumpkin Trail. Ever heard of the Pumpkin Trail over in Wyoming, Minnesota? Highly recommend it. It's a trail of 10,000 lanterns, basically.
Jamie and I went to that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that one though.
Well, yeah. So like you walk like a big old loop, and it's just all these carvings. I mean, they're all fake, like as in they're not real pumpkins, but like just to see like, well, they had like DC characters on pumpkins. They had Chucky. They had
they're not real pumpkins.
They're not real pumpkins, but they're like pumpkins that have everything carved out in them, kind of thing. Because they reuse them every year. So they don't have someone like making them every single year. But it's just the light and everything. Like you walk through this big tunnel and everything like that, and like the lights are going and they're playing haunted music and stuff like that, and it's all outside.
Okay.
They got a place for kids, which I spent a good majority of the time. They have this big freaking like sandbox, but instead of sand, it's all corn.
Okay.
And my son, I went and I taught him how to like dive headfirst into the corn like an ostrich. And he thought that was just the funniest thing. So that's all he did for like a half hour straight is just keep diving, and just all you could see is like his whole body except his head. His head was the only thing that was in the corn. Yeah. So there you go.
So I pulled this up here.
Yeah.
I'll show this to everybody. I pulled this up just because I was curious. So you went to a different one than the one that Jamie and I went to.
Yes. This one's about, it's like on the way to Duluth. If you were like head
Yeah.
towards Duluth, it's like 45 minutes from Holton or from Hudson.
Yeah. So we went to the one at Minnesota Zoo.
Oh, yeah. This one's way better.
Really? Because
Yeah.
the Minnesota Zoos, all of theirs are real pumpkins, and those are actually carved by locals every year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, I could care less if they were real or not. It's just the whole like lighting and like.
Yeah, for
Whatever.
sure. Very cool. But here, actually, they have. Yeah, so here's some photos.
Oh, yeah. Like that's very minimal compared to. Like,
Yeah, this is very minimal of. Because I have photos where it's like literally just a wall of pumpkins. Like you can't see the trees, basically.
Right. Well, look up the Pumpkin Trail.
Let's see here. Back out.
Yeah, fuck the Minnesota Zoo. No, actually, I like the Minnesota. I support the zoos.
I do too, because here's the thing: if we don't, those animals don't eat.
Yeah, third one.
Okay, the Great Pumpkin Trail.
Yeah, and it's like if you want to go to Paris, you go to Paris.
This is super cool looking.
Right. And then they have like a little trail where whenever you step on it, it's like a flat stone. And you step on it, it changes colors, and the kids just freaking go nuts over it.
See, this seems like it's more of like a full experience of like just Halloween in general.
Yep.
Where I feel like the Minnesota Zoo one is more just focused around check out the cool pumpkins.
Right.
That's kind of it. So I think that they both kind of have their pros and cons in that way.
Well, and then right here, you see that's the big old freaking corn pit. And kids are just freaking playing around in corn.
That's hilarious.
I love it. Instead, like, I want one. Like, I need to get corn, and I got to make my own. Like, I love it. I fucking love it.
Alan wants a ball pit made out of corn.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Freaking awesome. But, I mean, that was what I did last weekend. Now, this
Okay.
just as over this weekend. I
Super cool though.
took a friend of mine and went to Copper Falls.
Sorry, before we continue on with that, how much did this one cost? Do you recall?
Oh, like $22 a person.
Okay.
And if you're 2 and under, it's free.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's around the same price that we paid for the one at the zoo.
Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
Totally worth it.
All right. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. So then this weekend I went to Copper Falls with a friend and went to go. I don't know if you know where Copper Falls is. It's in Mellon, Wisconsin, and it's one of the state parks. And there was waterfalls, and we went and saw those, and just camped out for the weekend. It was a little brisk
Yeah.
because it's October.
I was well, because you stopped over to borrow my tent,
Right.
And by the way, we had to go out and fold that up.
I forgot the tent. You want to know why? Because it's all in my car. And what did I take here? The truck. So I didn't think that one through.
That's hilarious.
'Cause I had to pick
well,
up a
good
washing
thing I don't
machine.
need it.
Right. I don't think you're gonna go camping anytime soon.
Yeah, the fact that you called me one day, like a couple of days ago, you called me and you were just like, "Dude, I'm going camping," and I was like, "Dude, it's October. What do you mean you're going camping?" And you're like, "Yeah, we're going camping," and I was like, "Okay."
It wasn't my idea.
And you're just like, "Yeah, so I don't have a tent. Can I borrow your tent?" Sure. Knock yourself out, dude.
It wasn't bad, believe it or not. I mean, I had a really good heater, so I guess
Yeah.
it works out.
See, you at that point it's glamping. If you include a heater,
Glamping.
yeah, if you include a heater, it becomes glamping. If you're in a camper, it's glamping.
Straight up tent.
If you have nothing but God's will holding you away from the elements, that's true camping.
Is it camping or is that just fucking straight up survival?
I think that's homelessness, maybe.
Survival. But no, it was beautiful. I'll have to show you the pictures and stuff like that. But like the waterfalls, I'm really big into waterfalls. I even bought a book of all the waterfalls in Wisconsin, and my bucket list is to see every single one of them. So
Okay, that's super cool.
yeah,
That's awesome.
highly recommend it. Copper Falls.
Copper Falls. Okay, I don't think I've ever been there.
It's up there. It's in my hometown area. So
Dude, so that reminds me. So when I went to that pitchathon, so there were 3 contestants that went up and they did their pitch, and then basically the producers that were there gave them feedback on their pitch and was just like, they're like, you were going kind of fast and you were being a little more performative than I think you should have been. So just relax, like slow down, relax, make sure that you're getting the point of the story and that you're not rushing it.
right.
And they, plus 1,000 other tips that they were giving. But the first guy had a pretty interesting story that it was based around his life and him struggling with his racial identity. He kept making jokes because he was an Indian guy. He kept making jokes being like, at one point I was driving Uber and studying to be a doctor. You can't be both stereotypes at the same time. That's just not a good look. And like, it was just like a lot of that. But yeah, so that guy was kind of neat. Yeah, whatever. Didn't really care for the story that he was pitching too much. It seemed interesting, but I think like the producers were saying, it was just kind of hard to follow because he was just like going off.
Right.
The second guy though, I actually should look it up right now.
Go for it.
I'm curious if he won the pitchathon because apparently the winner gets an all access pass to Series Fest next year.
Where's that at?
It's held everywhere. Like it's held like in LA, it's held in Twin Cities, New York, like they have one everywhere.
Okay.
And they basically said you will receive an all access pass and we will fly you out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it's like an all expenses paid like trip to go next year if you win.
Fuck yeah.
So I was like, that's fucking cool. So I really hope that guy wins. Or the second guy. So the second guy, he pitched a story about how he grew up in he grew up and his dad passed away when he was 17, 18 years old.
Okay.
Dad passed away from cancer. His dad's dream was to travel the world and see the nation's national parks. So he took over his father's dream and he traveled the world and visited all like 482 national parks in the United States.
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we had that many.
Yeah, and he even said that too. He was like, most people, there's like 5 or 600 million people that visit or 1,000 people, whatever the fuck the number was, that visit a national park every year.
Yeah.
And out of all of those people, over 75% of them visit the same 25 parks.
I mean, I like going where I kind of know already what I'm doing. You know?
Well, yeah, but it's just him kind of expressing and making people realize that leaves like 430 national parks that most people don't even know about.
Right.
And typically, they're way nicer than the big name ones.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah.
And he pitched this idea of basically going around state to state, having like a celebrity on and, living in Texas or whatever, and be like, okay, I'm going to bring you to the coolest, least unknown national park in your state.
Okay.
And it's like about the whole idea was like him doing that, jumping state to state, maybe having celebrities involved with it.
Right. That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah. I really hope this dude wins.
Right.
All right. Now we need to find out if he won. I think they said that we can find out on the Facebook page. Film Fest.
Winning.
2 hours ago. Nope, don't want that. Don't want that. Nope. Nope. Photos rolling in. Nope. Silent auction. Nope.
Jesus. Close enough, don't they?
They said that it would be out.
Oh, we could try to find it on a break or something.
Yeah, we'll have to, because I'm invested. I need to know, because genuinely, I'm gonna be upset if he didn't.
Right.
Like a fucking game show, dude. I'm gonna be pissed. Like I will write a bad review. Like
If I can give you no stars, I will.
all I'm saying is when it comes to ratings, they need to allow you to go to 0 stars.
0 stars, or be like thumbs down or something.
Yeah, because 1 star or a half a star sometimes is just not enough.
Right.
Because it's like, listen, I've been to some places where like typically I would call like a 4 or 5 star place.
Yeah.
But maybe when I went that day, it was an off day, and they kind of gave me like a half star, 1 star vibe. For the ones that actually fucking suck, 0 stars.
0 stars. No, I get it. And it screws with the statistics. If it says overall ratings like 4.6, it's like, well, it's got 4.6 because of all these half stars.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
Honestly.
1 stars. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
And if they have enough reviews, it can weigh it one way or the other.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, I mean, it's a different subject. Do you know much about the dodo bird?
Yeah, the extinct bird. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot about it.
So this weekend, for whatever reason, I just obsessed with the dodo bird all of a sudden. And I said that I found the last one at Copper Falls. And there is no dodo bird. But I made it sure sound very convincing that there was. And like some kid, like way back behind us, was like dragging a stick through the trail in the sand or whatever. And on the way back, I like stopped my friend. I'm just like, wait, you see that? She's like, yeah, it looks like that kid dragged the freaking stick or whatever like that. I'm like, that's the dodo bird leaving his trail. It was just like his balls were just dragging through the sand. Like, this is legit. And his name is Kevin. So then later that night, this is kind of an inside joke between her and me and everything like that. But it's like she went to go out to the go to the bathroom. I'm like, and it's starting to rain. And I said, hey, while you're out there, do you mind looking for Kevin so you don't get wet? And then just the whole night went downhill, and we talked about dodo birds the rest of the night. But fun fact about them, they were like, how did they go extinct? When did they go extinct? All this other stuff. What I found out is that they went extinct in the 1600s. Mm-hmm. I thought they were extinct like back in the dinosaur age.
No, it was a fairly recent thing that happened. And from what I remember, it's because they were on the majority of their population was on an island,
A remote island.
and they basically ran out of food, basically, and they're a flightless bird.
Well, so this is what I found out today because we went downhill. We were talking about dodo birds all night.
I think they're a flightless bird.
They are a flightless bird.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So the dodo bird could fly, but because they lived on a remote island,
They couldn't fly away. They couldn't fly that far.
well, no, they didn't had all the resources. They didn't have to fly anymore because everything was available to them. So like,
oh yeah, you're saying at one point.
yeah, at one point they could fly, and they
Yeah,
just
yeah.
lost their ability to over the years because they're like, oh, I don't have a reason to fly.
Yeah.
But then I guess they were discovered by like, I don't know, some people in Europe or whatever like
Yeah.
that, and then they started hunting their eggs and all that stuff like that, and they went extinct within 100 years when they were discovered.
That's a shame.
That's what I learned though.
Well,
on a camping trip.
It makes sense though, but yeah, it is wild. I did hear though that that they're gonna try to bring the dodo bird back too. Well, because the company that made the dire wolves, because we talked about.
Oh yeah,
that on a previous
okay, yep,
episode.
that's right.
Yep. So that same company is working on making a woolly mammoth, because they are going to crossbreed essentially with Indian elephant DNA, because the Indian elephant is the closest living relative to the woolly mammoth.
Yeah.
So they took all of the DNA of the woolly mammoth that they were able to get that's still viable, and they're going to cross it with the Indian elephant's DNA to get the woolly mammoth.
I'd be interested to see that.
Yeah. So they're going to do a similar process from what I believe with dodo birds.
Yeah.
Because they want to try to bring dodo birds back too.
But like, what good are they, honestly, if that was the case?
Food.
Yeah, okay. Whatever. Let's
We're
bring them back. So
we're
going to
bring them all back so we can die. Bring them all back so they can die again. Factory farm.
Right. Oh man.
I will say though, if I was ever given the opportunity, I would eat a dodo bird.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I need to know. Does it taste like chicken? Is it more like turkey? What is it?
I would say chicken. Everything tastes like fucking chicken. Everything. I mean, and my theory on that is why people think it tastes like chicken, because chicken's a lean meat.
I've had people say to me that like alligator or crocodile tastes like chicken.
Yep.
I've never tried
I've had alligator. 100% chicken.
Really?
Yep, 100%. You saute some of that shit in a freaking, like you cube it up, saute it in some butter in a freaking pan, chicken. Fucking chicken.
I will say an alligator taco would fuck.
Yeah, I mean, chicken taco.
Exactly.
Except alligator meat.
Dude, Jamie can contest to this. I make a killer Chipotle chicken burrito here at home.
And I've never had this. Why?
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll make it for Friendsgiving this year.
Oh yeah, fucking do that.
That would be pretty inexpensive. I mean, that would be a lot of chicken for all of us, but
Chicken's cheap.
yeah. But yeah, no. Literally, what I do is Chipotle. I do chicken breasts, dice them up. I prefer to do chicken legs, but all in all, the prep for chicken breasts to chicken legs way easier to just do chicken breast.
Wait, what? You know which one's white and what's dark, right?
Yeah, so dude, okay, hold on. A couple of episodes back, I said some dumb shit, and I need to save this. So when I said, I forget what it was exactly that I said, but it was something about.
You thought chicken wings were dark meat because you were thinking breast and thigh, but you were thinking the wing was both.
That's what I said. I misspoke. I didn't mean chicken wings. I meant boneless chicken wings.
Oh, okay.
That was what I meant at the time. Now, of course, 3-4 episodes later, nobody's gonna remember
Full circle.
unless hopefully you guys saw it, please, audience members, drop a comment down below and tell me that I'm not an idiot for that.
He's an idiot.
Because I meant boneless chicken wings are white meat. That is what I meant to say, and I was too clustered to say anything correctly at the time. So
Good times. Hey, remember when? Here's another one for you. 6'7". Why? Where did that come from?
I don't
What are your
fucking
thoughts?
know. I think it's the most stupid shit I have ever heard of, because no matter who you ask, it's either just a laugh as a response or it's I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, exactly. That's the same response I get.
All right, we're asking ChatGPT.
But
Here we go.
I just want everyone to know that, you know, the millennial generation came up with 6'7" first with Lil Wayne. You know, 6'7".
Yeah, honestly. Tell me what 6'7" means that the kids say nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. So 6'7" is kind of a slang or shorthand that's often used to refer to something like 6 or 7, depending on the context. Sometimes it can mean a rating. Like if someone says it's a 6'7", they're rating something a 6 or 7 out of 10. Other times it might just be a code or reference to something specific in pop culture or social media. It can definitely vary a lot.
Jeez.
So there isn't like a definitive thing that 6'7" is, like for like the trend that's going on nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty context dependent. Sometimes it's just a casual way to refer to a number or a rating, and other times it could be part of a meme or some inside joke. It's definitely one of those things that can evolve quickly and mean different things to different groups.
It's not like 69.
So it means nothing is what I'm gathering from that.
In a way, yeah, it can be.
All right. Quick question.
Okay.
How come yours is a female and mine's a male? Is there a way to change that setting?
I don't know. I've never changed it. That's just what mine is factory.
Yeah, mine's a male.
So yeah, there's probably a way to change it. I don't know.
Like, all right, let's try this. Hey, buddy, how about you tell me more about the dodo bird?
Absolutely. The dodo bird is a pretty fascinating creature.
Put it in the
from history.
microphone more. Oh, sorry.
Well, we gotta try that again. Hey, can you tell me more about the dodo bird?
Of course. The dodo bird is actually a super interesting piece of natural history. It was a flightless bird that lived on the island of Mauritius in the Indian Ocean. Sadly, it went extinct in the 17th century, mostly because of human activity. But it's become kind of a symbol of extinct animals, and it's just a cool bird to talk about.
Yeah. Why is mine a male?
I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say we should ask it to tell us how to change.
Yeah. How do we change your voice?
Yeah, how do we change your voice? Do you have a gay feature?
How do we change your voice so that you can talk like a girl or somebody else, or with a British accent or Australian accent even?
Oh, absolutely, we can switch it up. If you want me to chat in a more feminine tone or throw in a British or Australian accent, just let me know which one you're feeling, and I'll happily roll with it.
I want you to talk more like a Russian.
Absolutely, I can do that. So from now on, I'll put on a bit of a Russian flavor in the way I talk. Just let me know if you want me to switch it back or try something else.
So, do you like the vodka?
Well, you know, if we're talking in a bit of a Russian style, I have to say vodka's kind of the classic, right? So let's just say it fits the mood. But hey, whatever the conversation calls for, I'll go along with it.
That's hilarious.
All right. We're going to work on that. We're going to come back with some material.
Yeah, honestly, we'll have to figure out some offensive ways to use that.
Well, I know that when I talk to mine sometimes, I'll swear and say, you got to talk to me like I'm one of your bros and all that other stuff. And like, then it starts talking back at me and I feel like I'm literally talking to someone like you. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, bro? Well, he's like, oh, that's free, you know.
So, funny enough, I was actually asking ChatGPT earlier, and the question that I asked it was, hey, how much air would you have? Like, how much oxygen would you have? And for what amount of time would it be able to keep you alive if you were in like a 2 foot by 2 foot by 6 foot box?
Right.
If you were in a coffin, essentially.
You need that for your film.
Yeah, because I wanted to be like fairly realistic with like how much air that they would have.
Yeah.
So when I looked it up, of course, like at first it like spat something out and then it deleted everything from its response, and then it just gave me like we hope that things are going okay right now.
Right.
And, like you need to reach out to someone. And I was like, and I literally responded to it and I was like, I'm not suicidal. I'm making a movie. And they were like, oh, okay. And then just spit it out. And I was like, I hate that it was that easy to get past that.
Right. But still, I mean, it's crazy.
But I don't know. I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, at the end of the day, super, super cool. Super neat. Loved it.
Well, that's neat.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, people... You know, somebody asked at the film fest because they opened it up for questions for like 3 goddamn minutes.
Right.
2 people asked a question. One of them was about like distribution, and the other one asked, "What are your thoughts on AI?"
Oh boy.
And its role in the industry now. And they gave a very down to earth response. They basically said that I think we are not misusing AI necessarily, but we are not using it properly, essentially. Saying that, you know, AI is great if you use it as a tool.
Yes.
If you're using it as a tool, it's fantastic.
Yes.
But if you're using it as a way to make or create or do something that you wouldn't have been capable of doing,
Yeah.
and not using it to educate yourself in doing that, that's where it becomes a problem.
Yeah, because it's not authentic.
Exactly. Because that, and I thought that was just kind of cool just to hear from like actual filmmakers being like, yeah, no, AI is great. Like if you are going to utilize it in a tool sense.
That's how I feel about it.
It's like you can't fucking use it as your therapist.
Right.
Like let's not get carried away now.
Well, and that's just it. Like the authenticity of it all. Like
Yeah.
you can maybe brainstorm some ideas, but like you need to actually come up with the work.
Yeah, I would agree. But no, all in all, pretty neat thing, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
But hey, what do you say we take a break and then we'll come back?
Let's
Huh?
take a few.
All right. We are back.
I'm back.
So we got to get our heads straight here, and hopefully you guys don't hear this too much, but we opened the window because it was getting a little hot. Some smelling salts to wake us up for the day.
Okay, that's good.
See how it's closed and then I shake it?
Yeah. I noticed that I do a lot of things wrong around here. That's why I'm accepted in my flaws.
All right nostril again, dude.
I know. But you might have to add some water to it this time.
It's not as strong as it would be.
Yeah, I know. You got to probably add water now. Because we did it when we first opened it up.
Yeah, we might need to throw a little cap in there.
That's all right. Yeah, well, back to it.
Well, yeah, anyway. So we tried to look up who the winner of the film fest was. According to ChatGPT, it was like someone named Deshaun, which I would think would probably be the first person that pitched their idea.
Maybe.
But I don't know. I couldn't find any actual reliable evidence of who a winner was. So I don't think they've actually posted it yet. So we will have to wait and find out. So if you want to know,
Stay tuned.
stay tuned. But no, regardless, super entertaining. But we were we got some other topics for everybody. One of which being Machias Seal Island. Have you heard?
No.
Let me Google.
Are you even pronouncing it right?
I probably not.
Well, while you're looking for that, I got a dad joke for you. A friend of mine sent it. What kind of shoes do kidnappers wear?
I don't know.
White Vans.
Nice.
It's so dumb, but great.
That's pretty great.
I would have thought sneakers because, they sneak up on you, but
So,
I see how it is.
sorry. So, Machias Seal Island is a island that is like in dispute. So here, I'll read off this Wikipedia.
Oh, boy.
It says Machias Seal Island is an island in disputed water between the Gulf of Maine and the Bay of Fundy, about 8 points. I don't know what the fuck NMI is. 16 kilometers.
Nautical miles.
Nautical miles. Okay. 16 kilometers southeast from Cutler, Maine, and 10 nautical miles southwest of Grand Manan Island.
So is this kind of, is it like within a dispute of which county owns it in Maine? Or
From what I understand, yes.
okay, because I'm like, still a little far from Canada.
Yeah, so this is I believe that this is the island. I think that was how I found it. This is the island that has always been in a dispute with Canada about whether it's U.S. or Canadian territory.
I mean, what's so specific about the island? Is there anything on it? I mean,
No, not really.
It's just an
the
island,
only
yeah.
thing that's ever there is a flag.
Okay.
Basically, and I think a lighthouse is there, but it's from what I last remember reading, Canadian soldiers, I believe, are like on the island, like they actually are on there, but like that's nowadays. But back before that,
Right.
there was always like a ship of Canadians would go there. They'd take down the American flag. They'd hoist up the Canadian flag. They'd leave. A bunch of Americans would come over. They'd take down the Canadian flag and they put up the American flag,
Just
and
a back and forth.
and the whole thing just cycles continuously.
Right.
But
It's like high school rivalries.
yeah, honestly. Well, there was also there was another. You remember how I talked to you about the Republic of Rose Island?
Yeah. Yep.
So, a kid recently made his own country,
Okay.
and
I don't know what that entails, but
well, it's the same thing as what happened with Rose Island. Like they tried to make a country,
yeah.
and they were just like, no, and then like United Nations was just like, kill them. Like they were just over it.
It'd be cool to make your own country, kind of like Peter Griffin did in Family Guy.
Daniel Jackson, a 20-year-old who founded Free Republic of Verdis on unclaimed land, or the reality show Kid Nation, where children created their own civilization. So I'm referring to Daniel Jackson.
Wait, this was on a TV show?
I'm sure, yeah. NBC picked it up to.
It kind of makes me wonder, I'm like, how much land out there is unclaimed yet at this point?
Yeah, there's a
That
lot of.
if they can make a TV show out of it.
So here it says, have you ever imagined creating your own country? It might sound bizarre, but a 20-year-old has turned this wild idea into reality. Daniel Jackson, he probably saw the Republic of Rose Island movie first.
Probably.
Daniel Jackson, originally from Britain, has declared himself the president of a self-proclaimed country on a disputed piece of land between Croatia and Serbia. This tiny nation, called the Free Republic of Verdis, has its own flag, a cabinet, its own currency, and even 400 registered citizens. Jackson discovered the unclaimed patch of land locally known as Pocket 3 during a border dispute between the neighboring nations. This forested area of under 125 acres lies on the banks of Danube River.
Oh, sweet.
So, yeah. Says the Verdist began as a crazy dream when I was 14 years old and has now turned into a fully fledged micronation.
I wonder how strong that currency is. He's got to know something about global economics then at that point.
Yeah.
The IMF and freaking World Trade Organization and everything.
I could only imagine. Oh, wait, hold up. It says a digital designer by profession, Jackson makes a living building virtual worlds on the gaming platform Roblox.
What?
So, let's talk about Roblox.
Yes. I'm not a gamer. I know about Roblox. My son plays Roblox.
Get him off of it.
Okay.
Get your kid off of that shit. I'm
Okay.
so fucking serious.
Well,
And I talked to Jake about this literally just the other day.
No, I need to know.
He sent me an article of something that I had already previously seen, but basically talking about how Roblox does not protect kids
Right.
at all.
Oh yeah, I know.
Like there are thousands of child predators on there,
Okay.
and there is also like, you know how like you can like, from what I understand, you can put like parental controls onto the game.
Yeah.
But it doesn't really do anything, even
No.
if you turn all the settings on.
Yep.
And what I've found out is even if you have like it locked the fuck down for your kid, they can still get into a game called Shower Simulator, where it shows you everything and you're showering with other people.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What does this world come to? I mean,
Yeah, and basically Roblox is under like basically is getting investigated and is like under a lot of fucking heat right now
right.
because everybody is saying that like, no, you need to protect the kids. If this is what if you're gonna have a game that is designed and made for children,
Right.
you need to protect the fucking kids. And the fact that they are very clearly not doing that is terrifying.
Right. Well, I'm glad you said something because, I mean, I'm very strict with my kid when he plays games. He's not allowed to add people he doesn't know. Never seen them.
Well, that's good that you have that rule because
yeah. No, I agree with what you're saying. There's predators out there. You don't know these people or stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I don't play video games for that reason. I don't play video games because I get motion sick. But with that being said, it's just like I can be like sitting on the couch watching TV. He'll be on his phone playing Roblox, and all of a sudden he's talking to someone. I'm like, who are you talking to? Oh, this other kid or whatever like that. I'm like, no. Do you know him? Is he from school? Like, how do you know this kid? No. And I was like, what did I tell you? And then he loses his freaking phone. I don't know. Times have changed. It's like when we were kids, we'd hop on our freaking bikes and freaking be gone all freaking day and not have to worry about anything. And now it's like I can't even let my kid out in the front yard without freaking worrying about him.
honestly.
So I'm outside with him the whole time because it's like I can't trust that someone's just gonna drive by.
Yeah, I understand that. And also, like, you're in a very tiny like community where it's like,
Yeah.
Not saying that like the people in your community are bad, but it would be so quick to round a corner,
Right.
like
Yep.
gone 3 seconds. That's all it takes.
Yep.
And that's what's scary. So
Yeah.
I get where your head's at.
Yeah,
with
it's
that.
crazy. It's like it's not like how it used to be. Like I want my kid to do what I did when I was growing up.
Yeah.
But I can't because I'm too afraid that someone's gonna just freaking pick him up.
Yeah. And like he's still what, 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he, like, nowadays I think that like kids really shouldn't really be out on their own until they're like a teenager now,
Well,
or like preteen.
but that's the other sad part about it is like what have we done as parents that like now kids we can't trust them until they're a little bit more mature. Like I mean, frick, when I was 10 years old, 9 years old, or whatever like that, I was gone. You didn't see me until the freaking dinner time.
Yeah, that was me as a kid too.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I had a fucking cell phone.
Yeah.
I had one of these fucking things, you guys. And I still left the house and I still did things outside and prioritized that in my life.
Right.
And not consumed by my cell phone.
Right.
It's been a big trend now. I don't know if you've seen
Maybe.
that
I don't know. I'm so busy.
parents are now starting to buy their kids a landline phone when they ask for a phone instead of a cell phone.
Because it's the only secure way that they can't get on the internet.
Exactly.
It's the internet that's the problem.
Well, yeah, and like because kids are like, oh, well, I want to be able to talk with my friends. Cool. Here's a landline phone.
Yeah.
You don't need social media. You're 10.
Here's an address book.
Yeah. You don't need social media. You're 8. Like, what are we talking about here? Like these are children.
Right.
I didn't get a cell phone. I didn't get a flip phone until I was 12 years old.
Right.
And then it was still like 3-4 years after that when I finally got a smartphone.
Yep.
And honestly, it was the fact of keeping me away from the smartphone for that long that probably allowed me to be able to want to do things in the world.
Right.
Because I understood that I didn't need a dopamine rush from my phone. Instead, I could go outside and do something I enjoyed.
Right.
And also, live a little.
Yeah.
Like,
enjoy your surroundings. And it's funny that you bring up landlines because, like, it just popped in my head. When we were kids, your phone book was this big. And, like, that's how you found a phone number. And now, if you, have you seen a phone book anytime? Do you see payphones?
I don't remember the last time I saw a
yeah,
phone book.
I can't remember the same time. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm all for parents buying their kids a home phone.
Right.
Or like a landline phone.
Yeah.
Like 100% for that. Because also it teaches kids that like, one, I'm not buying you a $1,200 device at 10 years old. You're fucking high. That's not happening.
I didn't buy my kid a $1,200 phone. He ended up with it, but we won't talk about why.
Yeah.
There's reasons how he ended up with that phone.
Got it. Yeah, because like in my head, I also can't justify that purchase.
Right.
Like you want me to give a $1,200 computer to a child.
Yeah.
And immediately knowing that we're going to have the problems of attention span, keeping them actually engaged in the real world without a phone, and literally just the idea that, okay, you want to talk to your friends. Cool. Talk to them.
Right. Like we are right now.
We don't need to text. We don't need Snapchat. Because also, and we've talked about this on a previous episode too, Snapchat, studies have now shown that kids with Snapchat, specifically girls, because it's more prominent in women, if you had Snapchat at a young age, like it's like 80% of girls that had Snapchat by the age of like 10 have Snapchat dysmorphia.
What's that?
It's where they grew up using Snapchat and using filters to make themselves look nicer.
Oh.
And now they have basically body dysmorphia and think that they are not pretty or or whatever because they don't have these filters to their accessibility at all times.
Right.
And because they aren't that filter, they're like, oh, well, I can never post anything because it's not under this filter.
Right.
Or, it's like that whole idea of like, oh, well, this person on the phone, that's who I think I am.
Yeah.
But then I look in the mirror and I don't see that person.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really fucked up. And it's literally just because kids get devices too early.
Right.
Hate it. Hate it so much.
I have to agree, but I'm also at fault at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I'll be the one to say it. And Ian has preached about it because I straight up said, I was like, some parents aren't going to like it. And he's like, they need to hear it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're the problem, parents. You're the problem.
And no offense, because you're not fucking wrong either.
It's you.
It's you.
Well, that's the thing is like, you can't blame the kid.
Right.
The kid didn't go out and buy a cell phone. Right. Guarantee it.
I don't see his W-2.
Yeah, exactly. Until your child is able to literally go get a job and pay for it himself, I guarantee you that didn't happen. Exactly. It's just, dude, it's so irritating because it's like, dude, when I have a kid, nope, you ain't getting a goddamn phone. I'll buy you a flip phone.
Right.
Sure, you can press a button 3 times, fucking press a letter. I don't give a shit.
Good old T9.
Yep. Don't care. You're gonna do shit the old-fashioned way, and if you want to bitch about it and you want a smartphone, you're gonna go and you're gonna get a job and you're gonna work and you're gonna earn that yourself. That's what I've done for every phone I've had.
Right.
Other than the very, very first smartphone that I got, which my mom got for free because it was like
one of
the
those
whole
drag you in.
Yeah. Only reason I got it.
Yeah. No.
Nope. No, sir. Nope. Not my cup of tea. Not happening. Not in this house. You want that cup of tea? It'll be cold and on the fucking floor. Right? Snap my fingers in a Z formation, motherfucker. Oh my god.
You don't know me. What else you got for us, buddy?
All right. Let's look at my notes here. What's your earliest memory?
Oh man, I was just asked this too. My earliest memory was when I scratched my dad's brand new gun.
Ooh.
So he was sighting in his 22. And I think the only reason why
It was a 22 rifle?
It was a 22 rifle.
Okay.
But he was sighting it in. And he set it down to go inside for whatever reason it was.
Mistake.
Yeah. And I went and touched it. And it fell over and scratched the butt. Brand fucking new gun. It scratched the butt of the gun. He saw that scratch. And my mom has a video of this. And that's why I
Of
think
you doing it?
Yeah. Well, not me doing that, but me trying to run away from my dad. And the screen door, I swing open the screen door, and I can't open the door to the house, but the screen door is open. And then I am just like flat up against the freaking door, and the screen door shuts behind me, and I'm wedged between the screen door and the door, saying, "Open the door, Mom!" Not realizing that my mom's behind me recording it on the good old VHS tape or whatever.
Dude, that is hysterical. Yeah. You need to get her to find that
I need to find that. But yeah, I've just run away like, no! I'm going to get my ass kicked. I'm fucking dead. I'm not going to see tomorrow, you know?
Dude, that is so funny.
And I think I was like 5 or 6 years old. That's the earliest memory that I can think of. Yeah, and I was just asked this question, which I think when I was asked that question originally a few weeks ago, I said it was my birthday party when I did turn 5 in kindergarten, because I got this big football that used like your welcome mat in the front of your house. Mm-hmm. I got like a welcome mat, but it was just a big football. And instead of using a regular football to play football with my friends at my birthday party,
you use that mat.
I just used that mat.
That's
it's like a big old freaking mat, and I'm just like, it's bigger than us.
That's so funny.
So like, those are the two, I guess.
Okay.
How about you?
One thing immediately comes to mind, and that is, I want to say I was 4-ish.
Okay.
And it was, I think, Christmas or Thanksgiving. It was a holiday. I know that. We were at my grandma's old house in Somerset. She used to have a house right on the Apple River. It was like literally a dock into the river and everything. Giant pole barn there. Beautiful piece of property. Very sad that they left it, but they love where they are now. Yeah. Beautiful place. But I remember they had like a fire pit there. And in that fire pit, there was, like a little step, like a little seat area, like a little ledge essentially to sit. And on that ledge was like a tiny little wooden like sled, essentially. but it wasn't like a real like toboggan sled. It was just like a decorative little like with a tall back. It was probably like realistically thinking about it now, it was probably like I don't know, maybe a foot and a half or two long.
Okay.
And like that wide and had like a back on it, but there was always a teddy bear that was sitting in that little sled. And I remember they were taking pictures, and it was me and my mom and my two cousins taking a photo together. And I was like, I'm going to sit in this sled. Fuck your damn pictures. Like, and I like picked up the teddy bear and I just hugged it as hard as I could. And I like laid down in that sled. So there's a photo of me somewhere.
Okay.
And I'm sure either my mom or my grandma have it. Of me in this sled, just like choking a bear to death. And like it's like my mom and my two cousins are like right next to her or in front of her, I don't quite remember, and me like a foot or two off to the side in the photo. just like choking this thing.
Show that picture to the audience. Caption.
Honestly, that's probably my oldest memory that I could remember.
All right.
But I don't know. You know, time is so weird and foggy. Like it's hard to differentiate. Was this one before the other one that's in my head?
Yeah. Well, that's
like,
the two that I said. I don't remember which one came first.
Yeah. Yeah. What's a sound that makes you cringe just talking about them?
Oh, this just happened to me this weekend.
Oh, great. Here we go.
Styrofoam.
Friggin',
it was
like rubbing styrofoam together.
So like,
because it makes that squeak.
Yeah. Friggin', I had my son's football picture printed out to poster size, 18 by 24.
Oh, okay.
But to keep it flat,
they had to put a sheet up.
They put styrofoam on both sides to keep it flat and straight and whatever like that, and so it wouldn't get beat up or whatever during transport. That thing in the back of the car every time I hit a bump, and that fucking styrofoam. yeah. And I was just like, I wanted to reach back and grab it and try to readjust it so it stopped moving so much from the bumps and the vibrations of the car.
Risk, like, messing it
up.
up.
I didn't want to like grab it and like have my hand on the wheel and just like right in the fucking ditch, you know.
Honestly. Oh, God. I understand that one.
So styrofoam, man. That and chalkboards.
Just okay. That's similar to the only one that's really in my head, which is Jamie actually said a similar one to me yesterday, but like scraping a fork on a ceramic plate.
Yes, that one too.
And whenever I say that one, I immediately think back to Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. And he's just like, yeah, you like that? You like that? You gonna talk? And he's like, okay, I'll talk. And he's just like...
I know how to deal with tough guys.
Yeah. So funny, dude. I grew up on that movie. I know it word for word.
Right? Yeah. Okay, we just named like the top 3, I think, for a lot of people. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, drop it in the comments if you have a cringe or something that you can hear just thinking about it that you hate. Drop it in the comments below if we didn't say it.
Oh, speaking of all that, I love SpongeBob. Fucking love.
Who doesn't love SpongeBob?
I know. Every episode except for like one.
All I'm saying is if you don't love SpongeBob, I'm automatically not your friend. Because literally anybody that I have met that has said that they don't love SpongeBob, I have not enjoyed as a human being.
Oh, really?
Like the two not even being related before I found out about it. When I find out that they don't like SpongeBob, I'm like, that makes sense why you're a prude. Got it. Like,
but back to the sounds. The squeaky boots episode. Oh my god! So I like used to love that episode, but now it's like I just can't stand it just because of the
The
squeaking.
one where he just jumps in place for a good minute.
Like Mr. Crab goes nuts. I go nuts trying to watch that episode now, just because I don't know.
Dude, so Jamie and I, we watched a movie that I used to watch all the time with my late brother when I was growing up.
Okay.
And he and I grew up on this movie. I bet you know it too. I believe it came out in 1993.
Oh geez, I was due.
The original Dennis the Menace.
Yes.
That was just on Netflix.
Really?
It was.
They just brought it on, or they just took it off?
I think it, if it's not off yet, it's about to be.
Okay.
But it came across my feed and I saw it said leaving soon, and I was like,
Gotta watch
I've been
it.
wanting to see this movie for so long. It's like I remember it so well, and after we started watching it, because Jamie had never actually seen it, and dude, I've shown her so many classic movies, so many. She'd never seen Airplanes or Airplane. She'd never seen Top Secret.
Airplane's such a dumb movie.
Never seen Top Secret, which is the same thing basically
Right.
with Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Never seen any of those. So
they're classics.
showed her all of those. Loves them.
Fuck yeah. Who doesn't?
And then I showed. We watched Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
And when we started watching it, it was going through like the credits in the beginning, like with this actor and this actor and all that, and Christopher Lloyd plays the fucking homeless dude in it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either until we rewatched it.
How come I don't know that?
Because it's like the one role where he doesn't have gray hair.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
He has very thinning, dark hair, very long hair down to like.
So like unrecognizable to what we know him as.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
This
yeah.
was like I wonder when did Back to the Future come out?
88, 86.
Was it 88?
Oh yeah, it was in the 80s. Back to the Future with Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
85.
85. Holy shit, I was even way off.
God damn.
Yeah, because I
Interesting.
think, yeah.
So yeah, no, they I guess they make up the fuck out of him, and like made his hair dark brown, super thinning. I think they just dyed his hair, honestly.
I mean, who knows?
And
back in
it
the
was,
early
it
90s,
was
yeah.
like down to here.
Yeah.
And he was like wearing like a rainbow striped turtleneck and like a vest, and yeah, dude. If you haven't seen Dennis the Menace, it is one of those few movies that's truly a timeless classic.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
100%.
matter.
Gotta see it.
If you haven't seen it, it is such a classic, and watch it with your kids. Watch it with your kids, dude. I grew honestly, and I told Jamie, I was like, our child will grow up on this movie.
Oh yeah.
And she was like, I don't want our kid to be a menace.
I don't want my kid to be like you.
And I was like, listen here. I think I turned out okay. And she's like, well, yeah. And I'm like, that's why they need this movie. We can't have them consuming all of today's media. We need to give them the good shit from back in the
to
day.
The roots, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We got to make sure that they can at least stand being in a movie before the 2000s.
Right.
Or like watching a movie before the 2000s.
So why did you bring up Back to the Future though?
Because Christopher Lloyd stars in it.
Yeah.
That was why I brought it up, because
Okay.
I was curious. I had to look back on it and see what color was his hair.
Yeah.
In Back to the Future.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was curious. I was like, was that before Back to the Future or afterwards? And did he go gray? That was my curiosity.
Oh no.
That was my curiosity.
Yeah. Okay.
That was my curiosity. But no, Dennis the Menace, phenomenal movie. But it also reminded me of, I believe it's called Mouse Hunt.
Oh yes.
You remember that one?
Yes, I do. In fact, I just talked about it not too long ago with my dad.
Yeah, I
We need
mentioned it.
movies like that.
I mentioned it to Jamie, and she actually had seen that one.
Okay.
And I was like, I haven't seen that one forever. That's another one. Dennis the Menace, Mouse Hunt, and Ernest, like Scared Straight or whatever it is. It's like the Halloween, like the horror Ernest movie.
That one's not ringing a bell.
What
I'm sure I've probably seen it, but no, Mouse Hunt. Oh man, epic. In fact, now if I were to watch that now, I'd probably cry because of the mouse at the end. Like, well, mouse doesn't die.
Scared
but...
Stupid.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's been such a long time, I couldn't even tell you.
Dude, the Ernest movies, so elite, dude. So elite. Love the Ernest movies.
Nice.
They were one of my favorites. I think I have this one on DVD.
Okay.
And I think I have
DVD
Ernest
when it should be on VHS.
And I think I have Ernest Goes to Jail and Ernest Goes to Camp on DVD as well.
Nice.
Dude, Ernest movies, another absolute classic. Did you ever watch any of those?
No, this scene right here is familiar, but like I can't remember.
Oh,
Scared Stupid part.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Scared Stupid one in a while. Yeah, this was 91.
Yeah.
This was even earlier.
I was born that year.
God, you're old.
Yeah, and then maybe some of our followers will be like, that's not old. Maybe.
Maybe. Some of them.
You all right over there?
Dude, my eye is just going wild right now.
Allergies. It's because you opened up the window earlier.
Probably, honestly. Ow. What's another classic from back then?
I don't know. I'm a huge Chris Farley fan.
Chris Farley, Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy, but I think a movie that a lot of people may have not have heard or seen, Almost Heroes. Almost Heroes is when he's in Friends, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head. But him and Chris Farley are like
Is he one of the main actors in
Yeah,
Friends?
he's one of the main actors.
Joey?
No, not Joey.
Ross?
Not Ross. Who's the other one? The one he died.
Chandler Bing.
Chandler. Who played Chandler?
Uh,
Whoever played Chandler.
yeah, I can't.
Anyways.
I don't know why I can't remember.
Him
his
and Chris
name now.
Farley are like Lewis and Clark. In fact, the point of the whole movie is that their sole goal is to beat Lewis and Clark out to the West Coast and be the first ones to discover the West Coast.
Okay.
And the adventure the entire time. And like my favorite scene is when Chris Farley is freaking trying to get an egg from an eagle's nest to save his buddy or whatever like that from dying from fever and stuff like that. Because, you know, like the Oregon Trail back in the day, they die in the mountains and stuff from illnesses and stuff. But he's trying to get this freaking egg. He gets the egg and he's getting attacked by this eagle. He ends up frying the egg, so he's got to go back up, and he does it like 3 times. He finally saves the last egg that the eagle had. He brings it all the way up the mountain, and he trips at the last minute, and the egg's just flying through the air. The Indian girl grabs it, cracks it open, and she's like, all I needed was the shell. And he's like, because he ate the other 2 eggs. He could have just brought the shells back if he would have known that in the first place.
Damn.
But him fighting that eagle, the look on his face when the eagle's attacking him is just hilarious.
That is so funny.
Yeah. And then they beat Lewis and Clark, and they're just like, yeah, go home, you know, but we were here first, you know.
I don't think I've seen that
Yes,
one.
I think that's a very like uncommon. People don't know that that was like one of Chris Farley's last
What's it
movies.
called?
Almost Heroes.
Almost Heroes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to find that one.
Or he's like sitting there, and Chris Farley's like looking over the ledge, and he's watching 2 pigs just doing the deed. And he's just like, yeah. And then he's like, what are you doing? And he's just like, you pay good money in Louisiana to see stuff like this.
So, we're going to do something that we've been doing lately because I have such a large list of shit in here.
Oh, okay.
Take the list. And why don't you just give her a scroll and you let me know what you think we should talk about. Some things we may have already previously talked about, so try to recall if you can.
Okay, this is a crazy note. What the fuck is silent disco?
Let's find out.
What the fuck is silent disco? Is it just lights and no sound? Oh, Jesus.
So this is a real thing, by the way. This is a real thing.
Silent disco.
A silent disco is where people listen to music on wireless headphones, allowing multiple DJs or channels to play simultaneously in the same space. So basically, it is you go to a party
Yeah.
and you are handed a pair of headphones that are connected to the DJ, and everybody is listening to what the DJ is playing on headphones. Typically it's for places that you can't be that loud in, where you can't bump the music, right?
Okay.
That's what it is for the most part, because it says here, this concept allows for personal music experiences and eliminates noise complaints, since only those with headphones can hear the music. But I've seen videos of people going to silent discos, and they'll wait until it's a very popular song, and they can see that everybody's dancing along to it, and they're all singing along, and then dude will take his headphones off, and he'll just hear everybody just completely out of pitch singing, and it's just just in a silent room, just a bunch of people it's so funny.
The world is coming to an end. The world is coming to a fucking end. Are you fucking serious? I could just do that at home. And I could dance around in my own underwear or something. I don't fucking know.
Here, let's see what this pulls up.
That's freaking nuts. I'm just going to get together with a bunch of people.
So, here, I'm going to do this.
This is nuts.
So this is a silent disco.
Hey, bro.
And that's the thing is then if people want to talk, they don't have to shout over the music so they can barely hear each other. So they can just be like, hey, do you want to go get a drink? They don't have to,
It just blows the whole experience.
It does. I agree. But it's
okay.
This is a real thing.
But earlier you said they can listen to whoever, or are they all listening to the same thing?
They all listen to the same thing. They're all listening to what the DJ there is playing, because it's a special system, as you could see in that little clip that I played. It's a special system where all of the headphones are connected to the same thing. So.
And they're worried about noise violations, but you have all these people talking and yelling.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying.
That's worse than the actual music.
Yeah, it's dude, I would much rather hear boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
I would much rather hear that than a bunch of fucking sorority girls singing off key. All right,
I'm a Barbie girl.
Honestly, though.
Wow.
So that's a silent disco.
You'll never catch me at one of those. No. And I was going to look up another subject, but your phone's locked, so I mean.
So yeah, silent discos, all I'm saying, not for me.
No.
However, I will say this, I would much rather go the classic route of potentially getting the cops called on me for a noise complaint.
Right.
Because that means we're partying right.
Right.
That means it was memorable if the cops show up. That's all. As long as no one gets arrested, we're fine. Because we're not in a day and age in our lives where we have to worry about underage drinking.
Right.
So.
So here's the other thing. When I was up north this weekend at Copper Falls, I was just admiring the whole fact of it didn't really have cell service. And I didn't have to worry about a camera in every direction.
Can I take a pause for just a second?
Yeah.
All right. I got to get another drink. Hold up.
Oh, jeez. Are you going to pause it? Or am I going to just sit here and entertain everyone by myself? Okay. Just. And I will always love you. So while Trent's out getting there a drink or whatever like that, I hope I was able to entertain you for the last 20 seconds.
I'm back. I almost ran out of my drink. They changed the flavor though.
That's right. You're a freaking Google. You need to fingerprint that again.
So I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is huckleberry and blackberry the same thing?
No.
So okay, I didn't think so. So I am drinking the Good Boys, right? Good Boy vodka.
Yep.
John Daly's drink. Sven, why are you in here?
Benjamin. Everyone say hi to Sven.
Everyone say bye to Sven.
Say bye to Sven. 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 Sven.
So they, in their variety pack, they give you it was huckleberry iced tea. Now it's blackberry. I never had the blackberry. They switched it out.
I would say blackberry is different than huckleberry. Otherwise, why would you give it two different names? Okay, whatever.
Oh, it says special edition.
Oh, well, there you go.
Maybe it's like twisted tea with the rocket pop.
Oh,
Hate that one. It's so fucking gross.
not for me. So got locked in on this because it was the very first word. Orgy tent at Burning Man knocked down in sandstorm.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last episode.
Did we?
I think.
I don't think
I think we
did.
brought it up momentarily when Jake was here.
Oh, all right. Well,
But yeah,
maybe.
no,
Okay.
at Burning, yeah, because we mentioned what Burning Man was to you because you hadn't heard of it.
Oh, that's right.
It was out in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
and we were like, yeah. And I think Jake made a comment about that's going to be a lot of sand and a lot of places that no one wants.
No, yeah. Okay, now it's all coming back to me now. Did we talk about Steak and BJ Day on March 14th?
No, we did not talk about Steak and BJ Day.
What's funny is one of my brother's birthdays is on March 14th.
That's hilarious.
So I'm going to make sure he hears this part of our podcast.
Yeah, so just for those that think that I'm BSing you right now,
Steak and BJ Day on March 14th.
Steak BJ Day. Google.
And the thing is, my son was supposed to also be born on March 14th.
Look at that. Proof. It's in Google.
Why?
It's real.
What the fuck?
Saturday, March 14th.
Okay.
Steak and BJ Day.
Wait, when's International Female Orgasm Day?
Oh, shit.
August
August 8th.
All right. Mark your calendars,
You want-
girls.
the only thing that would have made it International Female Orgasm Day better is if it was on February 30th. Because it never happens.
Exactly. Oh, man. Oh, man. The female orgasm is a myth. We need proof, ladies.
You just got to ram her prostate. That's all.
Wait, now Cake and Caligula's Day? What? Okay, now I know what that day. April 14th?
Let's see. March? No.
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 Celebrated on the 14th as a female response.
Cake and Caligula's Day is a satirical holiday celebrated on April 14th as a female response to Steak and Blowjob Day.
Wild. I need to mark all these days.
So
'Cause I
Steak
have
and
jokes.
Blowjob Day is the one that is the most memorable. I think we can all agree.
I've got jokes.
What you got?
No, as in, like, I need to remember these dates because when those days come, I have.
International Kissing Day, Hugging Day, World Contraception Day. So celebrate condoms. Is that what we're doing?
I guess.
International Masturbation Month.
I don't need a month.
Listen, I need 3 minutes.
Every day.
May 28th. Wow, 3 days before my birthday. That's perfect.
That's how you were brought in this world. No, you wouldn't have been.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold on here.
It takes two,
I would've-
baby.
I would have became a stain. What do you mean?
You would have had a good home.
Until I hit the washing machine. Okay. All right. What else we got?
Oh,
What do you want?
Jesus.
What else should we do?
I don't know. Let's do one more.
I honestly, I like kind of just giving it to you guys more because I know all of these so much where it's more entertaining for me at that point.
I like this one. This is just probably more a debate between you and me, but if you're pregnant, can you be in the carpool lane?
I love this.
I love this one.
I love this question. So, I think that depends on whether or not you're pro-choice or pro-life.
You're gonna get a lot of people to turn one way or the other. I'm crying. Oh jeez.
Oh man.
I mean, you're not wrong.
In all seriousness, in a realistic world, and we're being actually logical, no one's gonna let you get away with that.
No.
But
Or they will.
maybe they should. Because all I'm saying is if I'm a pregnant lady driving myself to the hospital to give birth,
Yes.
you damn well better let me use that fucking carpool lane.
I mean, I highly don't recommend driving yourself if you're in labor, but
All
it.
All I'm saying is, I know it's different than a carpool lane, but you know, express lanes that are like all around like the metro areas.
Right.
Never once have I been in an express lane and like it been a problem.
Right.
I don't buy the fucking pass.
No.
Who the fuck buys the express lane pass?
People.
I paid taxes for the whole road. I'm using the whole fucking road.
Right.
What? Open to all traffic now. It was open to me the whole time. I promise. My left blinker don't discriminate. Listen here.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
No. I mean, okay, if I'm going to give you a serious answer to that, though, I'm going to say no. And I say no because I feel like your passenger should be someone who else can legally drive in order to use that lane.
Well, no, it just has to be a second person.
I know,
I
but-
think what it should be is another ass in a seat. That's what it needs to be.
Another ass in the seat.
Yeah, there needs to be another ass in a seat there, and then you're good.
Well, okay, so the pregnant lady still, to your point, would not be able to because that kid's ass is not on another seat.
It's in a car seat, which is on the seat.
No, a pregnant lady.
Well, yeah, I don't know why I thought like if they had a kid in the back seat. I thought that was what you were referring.
No.
Yeah,
We're going back to the original question. It's like, should a pregnant lady be able to drive in
Yeah.
the express lane?
got it. Okay.
I'm gonna have to say no, I guess.
Yeah, I would say no, but obviously, like in emergency circumstances, who the fuck cares?
No rules
Like,
apply at that point.
Yeah.
You can fucking do 100. I
yeah,
don't care.
Exactly.
As long as you get to the hospital safe.
Yeah, exactly. So
And speeding doesn't kill, statistically.
actually, that's true,
Yeah.
which is wild because it's actually been shown. There are some places where they don't have speed limits. I think in Germany they don't have speed limits, at least in some areas. And it's actually proved, it's actually brought down the amount of accidents that happen in the area is
Right.
by not dictating how fast people can go. Because, some people want to go slow as shit. Some people will go fast.
Yeah. As long as everyone understands the fucking rules. When you're in the
Yeah.
fast lane, you pass, you get your ass back into the right lane.
Exactly. And it's like in those uncontrolled areas, it has actually shown that people are much more like conscientious of driving because I think what it was that I read was that when you set a speed limit, it makes people want to just set the cruise control, which makes them just kind of go into autopilot.
Yep.
And when you're in autopilot, what are you not doing? Paying attention to anything.
Yeah.
So I honestly, as much as I love cruise control, it shouldn't be a thing.
I mean,
Like I get it in like long car rides. I understand that, like cross country type trips. But here's the thing. Like if you're at a point while you're driving where like you need the cruise control to keep going,
yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Pull over, take a nap, have a bite to eat or something.
Get your ass back out there.
Yeah, like let's do this the old-fashioned way. The world needs to go back to the 90s in a lot of ways. We've been discovered in this podcast today.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Oh my god.
Oh, I don't know. And then if you look at the statistics of the Autobahn in Germany, there's no speed
I don't
limit.
know if I know much about it.
Oh, so in the Autobahn, there's no speed limit. There are
Yes,
sections
okay.
now that do have speed limits apparently, but like back in the day, there never was. And people all knew, you pass, get your ass back in the freaking other lane, and people could be doing 100 or 50 or 60 or whatever going by you and stuff. But like, there's barely any accidents because that's on my
Yeah.
bucket list is to drive a motorcycle on the Autobahn and just go nuts.
Honestly, that would be super cool. I would love to like bring my car to a track or something and just fucking open her up, dude.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to put a $35,000 car at risk. So I think I'm all right on that. Dude, I actually just found out that apparently, and I think that this is insane because I know why it is this way, but right now the average price of a car in America, brand new car, $51,000.
I know.
Now, here is the thing that all of you guys need to understand. The reason that it is $51,000 is because the two top vehicles, the number one truck and the number one car that are purchased in America right now are a Tesla and it's like the Ford F-250 or whatever it is.
Super Duty? Okay.
Yeah.
My truck.
Some type of Ford truck, and that truck on average right now is like a $73,000 truck. And the Tesla on average is like, I want to say like $58,000.
Yeah, like the base models are like
Yeah.
60 to 70, somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah. Like right around 58 is where the Tesla lands. And when you do the math and you do the average and you add in the calculation of everybody else that buys a actual realistic car that isn't overly fucking priced,
Right.
that's like, because all of the sales are in those two vehicles, that's why it lands that way.
Yeah.
Stop buying the fucking car then. Fucking jackasses, dude. Like, listen. Oh yeah, the average price of a car in America right now is $51,000. The fuck it is. No, it's not.
Right.
That's just the average price of what people are buying.
Right.
I got a brand new car. Technically, I got my car in 2022 and it's a 2023. Got it for $35,000. That's with the interest included into it.
Which, in my opinion, is still high because I'm used to like going to the junkyard and buying a car at $500 every
Yeah,
fucking week.
but we're talking about. But my car, it's also a hybrid, so there's a lot of electronics going on in it, and it gets like 42 miles per gallon,
right,
on average.
Yeah.
$35,000 for a car that I have to fill up once every 2-3 weeks. Great price,
Right.
So it's like I'm saving a lot on gas with that car.
Yeah, you got to weigh the pros and the cons. And we could be here all fucking night talking about it.
Yeah, and it's like, that's the thing is, like, don't get me wrong. I love Teslas because of like the idea of it.
Yeah.
But the problem that I run into with it is, what if I forget to charge it? I don't want to sit at some random fucking place in the middle of nowhere for 2 hours waiting for it to charge.
By a generator.
Yeah, it's so dumb. I don't want to sit there and wait for something to charge in a parking lot. And then on top of that, because how many people are buying those cars and the lack of charging stations, there are lines around the parking lot for people to charge their car.
Yeah.
Which, if you do the math, you're waiting for 24 hours before you fucking get there. So it's like, at that point, what are we actually achieving. Because
Well,
and on top of that,
But the thing is, we need those people to get that part out of the way, because then eventually
Yeah.
it's going to be streamlined, right?
yeah,
20 years from now, everyone there's going to be a charging station like every gas station.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I could see 20 years from now, every gas station, you know how most gas stations have like 8 to 12 pumps.
Yeah.
And I can totally see 20 years ahead, they will have like a whole separate section, 8 to 12 charging stations.
Yeah.
You know, I could totally see that being the case. But because it's not the case right now, and everybody is like scrambling to be able to charge their car if they are away from home and aren't able to do it at home or whatever,
Yeah.
they're fucked.
Yeah.
And they immediately just lose time in their day, which at that point is like, you know, if you're a businessman and you actually think about it, are you losing or saving money by
Right.
wasting all of the time that you're wasting waiting for your car to charge?
Yep.
Because it's like, what else could you be doing? Because it's like, if you, like, say for me, like, I'm getting into filmmaking. If I'm on my way to do some filming, I'm losing money if I have to sit there for 2 hours and charge my fucking car.
Yep.
Like,
Well, I'm not a Tesla owner, and I don't know all this, specifics, but
I don't either.
a lot here, the argument is like, it's no different than trying to fill up your car. How much time do you spend at a gas station on average?
Not a lot.
You fill up your car, you go inside, you go to the bathroom, you go get yourself a soda or whatever. You wait in line for 5 minutes. You're there maybe 15 minutes.
I would say that's really high, honestly. I don't
Oh,
recall.
no. For me, too, it'd be high. But, like, on average, if you look at overall,
Sure.
15 minutes at a gas station, while your car's charging for 15 minutes, that should be enough. It might not be a full tank,
Yeah.
but it's enough to get you to wherever you're going, supposedly.
Yeah. But see, and here's the thing though, because of the way my brain works and
Yeah.
because of the way that I know that how batteries work,
Yeah.
I know that half charging something,
Not great.
not good for the battery.
Yeah.
So just another reason that I don't want to do that.
I know. You want to drain that fucker every time. I get it.
Exactly.
No.
You want to get her down to 0 and then
I'm
bring her up
sure
to 100.
they've come across like the technology. Again, we're not Tesla owners and we haven't done the research. So like, don't take our word verbatim, but
Well, yeah, but that's the thing is like, I just don't see. I understand why Teslas are great, but here's the thing is like Apple, it's become so mainstream now where it was very affordable at one point. But now because everybody wants one, it's become so mainstream that they had to jack the fucking price up 15, 20 grand.
yeah.
And here's the thing, if you actually like take apart a Tesla and you actually like look at what it's made out of, it's not a lot there.
No.
There's like there's a motor on each tire, and that's like it. Other
big
than
old battery and some wires.
yeah, other than that and like the steering column section, that's basically all that's on the car.
Right.
So it's like you basically have 2 trunks and 4 motors that are all in the wheel well. So it's kind of mind-boggling to me. Like it's
Right.
great technology, don't get me wrong, but if you don't charge your car at night before you go to bed,
At night.
if you don't charge your car, you're kind of fucked. So that's why, at least at this current day and age, I don't want a charging vehicle. That's why I went with the hybrid,
Yep.
because on a full tank I get like 400 to 500 miles per gallon.
Right.
Well, or not per gallon, per tank.
And I said right. Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's great.
400 to 500 miles to the gallon? Oh, shit, I am buying that car today.
Dude. Well, and here's the thing, though. I also understand that as much as I like American-made products, American-made today, especially with cars, dog shit.
Right.
I have a Japanese car. I have a Toyota. Toyota has like a different metal composition with the metals that they use. So that's why if you have a Toyota vehicle, they don't rust out the way that they American-made vehicles do. On top of Japanese cars are designed knowing that people typically don't take care of their car. American made vehicles are designed with the idea that, well, they're gonna make it and get their oil change every 3 to 5,000 miles. Of course they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
No, the fuck they won't. What?
No one does.
Yeah. So it's because of that mentality and American made models. That's why, like, you'll see a 30-year-old Toyota Camry with fucking 400,000 miles on it, but then you'll see a Ford F-250 with 120 and it is falling apart.
Yep.
It's like that's why it's different, is because literally the engineers that were involved were thinking on this side, oh yeah, no, they're gonna take care of it. not actually thinking realistically that people don't think about maintenance.
Yeah.
It's not a thing on people's mind.
Yeah.
It never really has been, honestly.
And that's kind of sad too. I mean, in all reality, it's like you spend that kind of money, why wouldn't you do the maintenance? I mean, okay, I understand.
That's me with mine because I'm spending a lot of fucking money on it.
I understand. Yeah. And people don't have the money to do an oil change because something happened or whatever like that. But like, I mean, in all reality, it's like, would you rather try to make up $60 for an oil change, or would you rather try to make up $6,000 to get a new motor?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I like, dude, with my last car, I had a Chevy Malibu. that fucking piece of shit, dude. A memory just came across on my phone of me standing in front of that car that my mom took when I was like, it was like a year or two after I got the car. And it was like back when it actually was in one piece still, and before somebody randomly ripped the fucking bumper off of it and then never left. Dude, I will never I'm still mad about that, dude. The fact that I borrowed your truck to move out of my ex's place, and well, out of our place with my ex, and when I went there, I used the truck for like a day, and then when I came back later that night, somebody literally ripped my fucking bumper off with their car and just left.
Good times.
And great thing, there was a security camera there.
Yeah.
Wasn't working.
Oh, jeez. Of course.
Yep. So make a fucking report to the cops, and I'm like, yeah, no, somebody hit and ran my car, and they're like, that sucks.
Yep.
I'm like, cool, great, dickhead.
Yep.
Fucking piss me off. Dude. And here's the thing, like, a big part of me knows that when I traded that car in, when I got my new car, I know that just because that fucking bumper was gone, that they blowballed the fuck out of me on the car.
For sure.
Just because the bumper was gone. Granted, there was a literal, like, can of beans like, and like some some O-ring clamps, literally holding like a giant part of the muffler quiet in any sense. So maybe when they did the inspection and they saw that dude is using the old fashioned trick that they did in the fucking 80s to keep it from making noise, which just made it make less noise. It didn't really keep it from making noise.
Just like my truck, there is a channel lock that's holding part of the muffler together. And I didn't do this, but when I bought it, I was like under the truck one day. There's a channel lock holding it together. They took a hose clamp.
Like a vice grip?
A vice grip, yeah. And they took a hose clamp and they like wrapped it around the handles of the freaking vice grip to hold it shut. And then they welded the tip of the freaking vice grip to the muffler. I'm like, I'm not moving it. I mean, it's doing its job, but like it's there, and I'm like,
so it's still on there.
It's still on there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And so unless I like have to cut that part of the muffler off or like the exhaust system,
all I'm saying, that's way too much work to put into like a just rigged up job. Like there's no.
I'm gonna take a picture and send it to the bros.
You need to. That's wild.
Like that's there, and then like obviously my freaking running boards are made out of aluminum now, and I have all the rust underneath. I have nothing to attach it to. It's like it's all held up by like brackets and stuff like that. So.
Okay.
And then my freaking at the end of my truck, the exhaust system, the muffler, it's held up by a chain that's welded to the frame. I won't get rid of that truck. Memories.
God. Dude, it's a great truck, though. The fact that it's been kicking as long as it has.
It
And
freaking hauls. It does
didn't-
its job.
didn't you say that you, it was Lock and Chain Gang that,
Yeah.
like, stole your truck?
Yep.
And then you used their logic of stealing an ATM to fix your boat
Yeah.
recently, right?
So I bent the shit out of my pontoon trailer. So I hooked the chain around the axle and wrapped it around a freaking big ass tree. And I just backed up a few feet and I would just pull until it got tight and just boom, boom, boom.
Obviously, the boat wasn't on it, I would hope.
No, the boat was on it.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I showed you the video. Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, when I try to think back at the video, I keep thinking that I didn't see a boat.
Oh,
on
no. It was on there. Yeah. I left it on there.
Your
and
pontoon, yeah.
I just basically kept yanking against the tree with that chain on the axle until the trailer was straight again.
Yeah, when you sent me a video and you were like, yeah, I know, so I'm trying to straighten it out and I'm using the Lock and Chain Gang's idea. I have it tied around this fucking tree. And I'm like, what the fuck when I'm watching this? And then you're like, yeah, so I rammed it a few times. Tree didn't come out yet, so that's pretty great. But trailer's straight.
Well, yeah, because when I bent the shit out of it, if you're like driving down the road and you looked in the rearview mirror, the whole freaking trailer was like shifted off to the left.
Really?
Yeah, so I would have to hug the ditch line so that my trailer would stay in lane. They call it dogtailing
Yeah.
when a trailer's bent like that. So I freaking just pulled the axle until it was straight again, so that when I was driving down my side of the road, it stayed in the lane line.
Hopefully you don't drive down 94 or some shit one day and your whole both wheels just fly off underneath the car.
Everything's good. We're good.
Dude, honestly, props to you on that one. Genuinely. That's pretty great. I gotta say.
When you live in the Northwoods, you compromise. So
Yeah, honestly, you kind of have to. Well, it's like, dude, because we both know if you would have brought that to a shop,
oh yeah, thousands.
they would have been like, oh, you want to straighten the frame out? Listen here, dude, we're either going to tell you to just go buy a new trailer or we're going to charge you 10 grand for this.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been worth it.
Exactly. And you would have been like, you're going to charge me 10 grand. So what you're saying is you're going to charge me that much when I could just buy a new one for that much.
Right.
Got it.
So, sturdy tree, sturdy chain, and pull.
Love it.
All right.
That's pretty great. Well, what do you say, buddy? We wrap her up for the day, huh?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, man. Well, hey, y'all, we appreciate each and every one of you. We hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. Please drop in the comments down below. What we asked them to drop 2 things down below today. One of them was
Pregnant lady in the...
yes. What are your thoughts on the carpool lane?
Yep.
Do you think that you should be able to be in the carpool lane
If you're pregnant
if you're pregnant
and no one else in the car.
and no one else is in the car? Just the pregnant lady and her fetus. Let me know.
And
Drop-
anything else? You have an idea, want to be on the show? Reach out.
Yeah, let us know because we email us theabsolutetalkshow@gmail.com. Spelt just like the title, leave out the spaces. And yeah, drop us anything. Drop us a link. Drop us your number. Whatever you want us to do. We will,
Drop us a number.
we'll let it rip.
All right. Peace out,
Thanks again,
everyone.
guys.